This will be the presentation for the Children's Liturgy for the fourth Sunday of Easter, Year C. And it focuses on the Good Shepherd and the wolf. The doctrinal point for the catechists: Jesus loves his sheep. He cares for them and feeds them and leads them in safe ways. He will never abandon them and is prepared to give up his life to protect his sheep. So you'll need for this presentation the Good Shepherd kit with the background here, and you could put another background extending the area in which this takes place. You'll need the Good Shepherd and the whole of that kit, which will include the wolf and the hireling, as well as the Good Shepherd. So you start there with the sheep in the sheepfold, and just remembering to avoid moving and speaking at the same time if you can. So this is how we go with the children. Today we're going to learn something about the Good Shepherd. Sometimes the shepherd needs to check new pastures, and he might ask someone else to look after the sheep when he's not there, when he's gone. And I wonder what could happen when the Good Shepherd isn't there. And Jesus actually told a parable about this. So we're going to be reading today from the Gospel of St. John, and that's the fourth Gospel of the New Testament. And I'm lighting the candle. The sheep hear the Good Shepherd's voice as he calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has taken out all of his own, he walks ahead of them, and the sheep follow him because they recognize his voice. But they won't follow a stranger. They'll run away from him because they don't recognize the voice of strangers. Jesus says, "I am the Good Shepherd. A good shepherd lays down his life for his sheep." A hired man, who is not a shepherd and whose sheep are not his own, sees a wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. And the wolf catches and scatters them. This is because the hireling works for his pay and has no concern for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and I know mine, and mine know me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I will lay down my life for the sheep. I have other sheep too that do not belong to this fold. These also must I lead, and they will hear my voice. And there will be one flock, one shepherd. So these are a few of the I wonder questions that we might put to the children. I wonder what this parable might be actually telling us. And, the children may see the things very much in the context of the present times and come up with some very deep perceptions there. I wonder what makes the hired man different from the shepherd. I wonder why the wolf might not come while the shepherd is there. And I wonder why the hired man runs away when he sees the wolf. And what it means when Jesus says that the shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. Of course, if there's time, a little bit of time, the children might be able to use the diorama itself a little bit. There might be some pictures they can work with. They might organise a timeline of the story or have something to take away with them from the children's liturgy or the Sunday school experience to complete at home.